Hello, fellow Indians, and welcome to the final video of my reaction, the final saga of the Epic the Musical soundtrack. I am joined here once again with my friend Alexandra, and I'm excited. I'm also not quite ready for the fate that lies for our dear Odysseus. I'm not ready for that. I mean, but got to rip off the band-aid at some point. So let's do this. Let's do this. No more stalling. Let's just jump right in.
Oop,
What is the epic and everything? What's the name of
okay.
the saga? Saga. What's the name of the saga?
This saga is called the Ithaca Saga. If you
The
know what
Ithaca saga.
Ithaca is,
Isn't that where they live?
yes.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. So it's not like the happy ending saga. It's not like the. That's not what it's called. The happy ending saga. Okay. Fine.
Let's hope so.
I don't know. I'm not holding my breath. All right, let's go.
All right. Let's go. So this next song, the first song of the Ithaca Saga, is called "The Challenge," and this
Okay.
animatic is by Virus AP.
Okay.
Let's go.
Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm supposed to choose a suitor to wear the crown. I said I would choose as soon as we weave this shroud. They don't know that every night I unthread all the work I've done. 'Cause I'd rather lie than allow them to think they've won. Though I never thought that I'd resort to this. Just know I'll be here. But I don't know how much longer I'll last since we saw that storm. And though it was so close to our kingdom, it was far from the norm. Unless, oh, could it be some kind of sign that my world is all about to change? Is it finally time for the challenge I arranged? Though I never thought that it would come to this. Just know I'll be here buying you time. Whoever can string my husband's own bow and shoot through 12 axes cleanly will be the new king. Sit down at the throne and rule with me as his queen. Let the arrow fly once you know that your aim is true. 'Cause I'd rather die than grow old without the best of you. So I never thought that these would be the lengths we go for love. I would not have it any other way. And though I never thought that it would end like this, just know I'll be here waiting, 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 waiting.
So,
The first thing that really struck me about this animatic in particular is the artist's rendition of Penelope's physical appearance. Like, I noticed they made it a point to specifically add in all the wrinkles on her face, on her hands. So I really like that she does look a little old. She's aged quite a bit since we've seen her 20 years ago. I mean, it's been 20 years, so of course she's gotten a little bit older, a little bit mature looking physically. And even disregarding that, I would think that somebody who's been waiting for her love for 20 years, that's going to physically impact that's going to physically age you, like make you grow haggard. All of the mourning that she apparently still is having through all that time. So I really like that they didn't just keep her like a porcelain doll Disney princess this whole time, because that's not realistic. But she still looks beautiful. She still looks absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, even with wrinkles and all. So I love that was the choice that was made. Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful song. It tells you exactly what the stakes are, and what's about to happen, and what she's preparing herself to do. I like how she included how in the song it's included. What is it going to take for her to have someone prove that they are the rightful one to marry her? Like, whoever can you tie the string around her husband's bow and then shoot through all of those. What were those things? Shoot through axes. Yes. Okay.
12 axes.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Again, you have a story where something, I don't want to say arbitrary, but something that has nothing to do with, whoever I connect with, whoever I fall in love with, whoever does this one thing, which I get it. Like, if you think about it, even with beloved stories like Cinderella, I love the story of Cinderella, but it's like, hey, whichever chick can fit their foot into this glass slipper, I don't care if we have chemistry or not, like, that's the girl I'm gonna marry. So it's a similar kind of idea. That's been it's been a staple of stories like this. So beautiful voice. We've heard Penelope sing throughout this musical. It's nice to hear her sing in person, like, not just a vision. And yeah, this is one of those situations where I understand that waiting 20 years for Odysseus is romantic. It's very, very romantic for you to hold on to love like that. For practical reasons, again, if this were to happen to me in real life, if I was Odysseus, I wouldn't want my spouse to wait 20 years to move on. Like, I would want them to mourn for me, even if you're not sure if I'm still alive. Like, I don't blame you. Like, I don't want you to suffer for 20 years and then be caught in this situation where you suddenly have to marry someone. Like, you're like, look, time's up, sweetheart. Like, it's now or never. You got to pick someone, and then there's this rush. There's this sudden rush to go find a suitable suitor, when she could have been able to let go and move on and found a suitor that probably is a lot more appropriate for her this whole time. But I get it. It's a story. It's a myth. I get it, but I'm just saying. I just wanted to say I would not blame my spouse, and would encourage him or her to, find happiness for them. Like, it's because that's just I don't know, that to me is what love is all about. It's being able to want what's best for the other person and the other person's happiness. But it's still romantic. I get it. It's still romantic.
It is. Yeah, and here we see, with a different design, the famous Antinous.
Yeah.
Antinous. I can never pronounce his name right.
Yeah.
And we also see a little someone. Let me see if I can find him.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's Odysseus.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't think that's his son.
No,
I don't know
no,
if we
no.
saw. I don't know if we saw the son here in this.
No, we didn't.
Animatics. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Odysseus has
So he's
made it to Ithaca officially.
yeah. So I mean, I don't remember this part of the mythology. I can kind of guess what's going to happen next because he's right there in the crowd when Penelope makes the declaration. Okay, whoever does this in front, whoever does this successfully will be the one I'm going to marry. So I'm like, all right, I see what's happening here. So
yeah, and Penelope uses the waiting motif from Odysseus' mother in the underworld. Remember that?
That's a good point. I didn't catch that. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Let me see.
I like that. Yep.
That's exactly what Odysseus' mother sang in the underworld.
I get it. Yep, I like that. Cool.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next song. If it will shut up, there we go. Next song is "Hold 'Em Down" by Crashite.
Okay.
Are you ready for this one? Let me take a sip of coffee to get ready for this one.
Okay.
Let's go.
Screw this competition. We've been here for hours. None of us can string this. We don't have the power. Screw this damn challenge. No more delays. Can't you guys see we're being played? This is how they hold us down while the throne gets colder. Hold us down while we slowly age. Hold us down while the boy gets bolder. Where in the hell is our pride and our rage? Here and now there's a chance for action. Here and now we can take control. Here and now burn it down to ashes. Channel the fire inside your soul. Haven't you noticed who's missing? Don't you know the prince is not around? I heard he's on a diplomatic mission, and I heard today he comes back to town. So I say we gather near the beaches. I say we wait till he arrives. Then when he docks his ship, we can breach it. Let us leave now, today we can strike it. Hold him down till the boy stops shaking. Hold him down while I slit his throat. Hold him down while I slowly break his pride, his trust, his faith, and his bones. Cut him down into tiny pieces. Cut him down in the great below. When the crown wonders where the prince is, only the ocean and I will know. And when the deed is done, the queen will have no one to stop us from breaking her bedroom door. Stop us from taking her love and more. And then we'll hold her down while the gate is open. Hold her down while I get a taste. Hold her down while we share her spoils. I will not let any part go to waste. Here and now there's a chance for action. Here and now we can take control. Channel the fire inside your soul and hold him down. 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 Channel the fire inside your soul and
So,
Oh, I do not like this song. I don't like this song in the sense that it is very effective. Like, it knows what it's supposed to do. Because it's supposed to stir. This is for me, the most uncomfortable song in the entire show. Like, listening to the lyrics very carefully, and I think also a lot of it is just the awesome job of the animatics itself, like the imagery. I think it would not have. I don't think I would have reacted as strongly to this song if it wasn't for the animatics. But there were so many parts of this just felt me so that made me feel, like terrible and uncomfortable. It's like, I need to take a shower after I listen to this song. Especially, like, first of all, the whole part where they're trying to kill Odysseus' son is brutal, and I that in itself made me so upset. And then it moves over to Penelope, and I think the one lyric that really like got to me was "take her love and more and more," and I'm like, ew, like no, ew. And then they get to the part where they actually say "hold her down," and I'm like, no, like I do not like this, like that. No, like take every piece, and I'm like, no, I hate that so much. It's just, it's so violating. It's just, as a man listening to that, it's just, I'm just disgusted. But again, that's the fact that I'm feeling these strong feelings does mean that, again, the song is very effective. So I don't like it at all. But that just means it's done. It was written well. It was animated well. All that good stuff. So I don't want to listen to it again. Is I guess what I'm trying to say. It was so well done that I don't need to listen to it again. But mad props to obviously the animator who created this and Jorge
for creating
this song. It's just. No, I just don't like it. The best part though was at the very end. That was the best part. That's the part that I guess kind of saves the song. It's the only reason I would ever listen to it and watch it again is because I know this guy like gets what he deserves.
Yeah, this is Antino's.
Oh, it is? Okay, because he doesn't look like...
It's Antino's singing.
Okay.
Yeah, different designs in each animatic, but it's Antino's singing.
Well, that actually makes me feel better.
Yeah.
knowing that he's out of the way. So...
completely out of the way.
I'm glad. All right. So that makes me happy.
Fun fact, this song is my ringtone.
Is it?
Yes.
Which part of the lyrics is your ringtone?
Let me try to remember. It's Telemachus part.
Okay.
Where they're plotting to kill Telemachus.
You like to listen to that every time your phone rings?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. All right.
Fun fact. This song is my favorite song in the whole entire show alongside Open Arms.
Okay.
So because
can you explain why? Explain why that's your favorite song. Go ahead.
Because I honestly don't know. I like the music. I like Antino's voice. Antino's voice is absolutely diabolical.
Yeah.
Not say angelic.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just kind of like morbid in a way.
Okay.
I love it. And I remember I was actually at a party and my phone rang, and someone in the party who knew the song was like, "Why the fudge do you have Hold 'Em Down as your ringtone?"
Right. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm trying not to judge. I'm like, wow, okay, all right. It's your ringtone.
Like, why? And I was like, because it's my favorite song alongside Open Arms.
Fair enough.
And she was like, how in the world do you have your favorite song be Hold 'Em Down and Open Arms? Which one of them is about loving the world and the other one is about killing a guy's son and
raping a woman.
I didn't want to use the word, but it's true.
Yeah.
And raping his wife. And I was like... Yeah.
And not just one person raping his wife, but multiple people. Like that was the part that really... Yeah, there's so many things about the song that made me uncomfortable, but, if if that's your ringtone, I'm not gonna judge. You like what you like.
I like what I like.
You like what you like. So girl.
I'm a weird woman.
No,
Leave me alone about it.
I didn't say anything. I was just surprised, and I was curious to understand. Your explanation. So thank you for being open and honest about that. I respect your openness and honesty. Okay.
It's mostly Antino's voice, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
It's a really good voice.
I understand that a lot because honestly, there are so many songs that we listen to, like modern songs that we listen to, where I just don't pay attention to the lyrics at all. Partly because I may not necessarily understand what the songs mean. I just think, it's got a nice beat, it's got a nice sound, it's got a nice rhythm, it's got a nice melody, and then you later on find out, oh, well, do you know what the song means, or do you know what the song is about? And then you discover what it's about, and you're like, oh, it's like sometimes that happens where the song is very like dark and very, I don't want to say inappropriate, but not at all what I thought the song would be about. And then you're like, but I still like it though. I still like how it sounds. I like how the sounds. I still like how the song sounds, even though there's a dark or uncomfortable or totally unexpected meaning behind it. So I understand that aspect of it. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Right. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next song, Odysseus.
Oh boy. Got some blood and gore. Okay.
Yes, and this is by Brit Pow Pixel. And warning here, Antinos has a different design again.
Okay.
But you'll know who Antinos is.
Okay.
Let's go.
For 20 years I've suffered every punishment and pain, from the wrath of gods and monsters to the screams of comrades slain. I come back and find my palace desecrated, sacked like Troy. Worst of all, I hear you dare to touch my wife and hurt my boy. I have had enough. At the edge of the unknown, somewhere in the shadows lurks an agile, deadly foe. We have the advantage, we've the numbers and the might. No, you don't understand it. This man plans for every fight. Where is he? Where is he? Keep your head down, he's aiming for the torches! Our weapons, they're missing! He's using the darkness to hide his approaches. We're empty-handed, up against an archer. Our only chance is to strike him in the darkness. We know these odds, the odds can't be tilted. You don't think I know my own palace? I built it! Serpent's head. Now the rest of us are no longer a threat. Oh King, forgive us instead, so that no more blood is shed. Let's have open arms instead. No. Cunning than I assumed.
While we were busy plotting, he hid our weapons inside this room.
I find it hard to believe that the sharpest of kings left his armory unlocked.
So what? Now that we have armed ourselves, let's make the bastard rot.
Behind you!
Throw down those weapons, and I ensure you'll be spared.
After seeing what the king will do to us, we wouldn't dare.
I don't want to hurt you, but trust me, I've come prepared.
Your very presence is doomed the king, young prince. We don't fight fair.
Stop!
Brothers, we got company, and he's made a great mistake. Left the weapons room unlocked, and now they're ours to take. Brothers, come and arm yourselves. There's a chance for us to win. We can still defeat the king if we all attack the prince.
Where is he? Where is he?
Capture him, he's our greatest chance.
Get off me! Get off me!
Fight till the prince can barely stand.
Hold him down! Hold him down!
Make the king obey our commands.
Hold him down! Hold him down!
'Cause if he won't, I'll break the kid's hands. Got him.
Mercy. Mercy. My mercy is long since drowned. It died to bring me home. And as long as you're around, my family's fate is left unknown. You plotted to kill my son. You planned to rape my wife. All of you are going to die. You filled my heart with hate. All of you who have done me wrong. This will be your fate!
Oop. So,
I my reaction after while watching this is, hey, you make your bed, you lie on it. You kind of you bring. I don't have any sympathy with any of those men because they kind of brought this on themselves. And while sure, Odysseus could have taken the higher ground, he could have been not merciful as in to excuse their transgressions. Like, I think that, justice says they need to pay for their crimes. But there's different ways that you could pay for their crimes. Now, granted, I think he's doing exactly what the gods have taught him to do. He's doing exactly what the gods told him that how the world should be, and he should just get in, step in line and just do it. And we'll see later on if the gods were actually right all along, and that he's gonna be happier. He's gonna be happier if you just follow this path. Trust me, you'll be happier. We'll see if that's true. I'm not holding my breath. But the other thing that I also, again, if I'm allowed to get into a soapbox here, scenes like this and what happened to these men only further invalidate for me what the gods were trying to teach him. Because going back to what I said earlier, kindness, decency, again, this is going to sound very preachy, but I believe this deep, and I need to say this. Kindness, decency, even mercy is a survival trait. Because if any of those men showed any form of decency or actual justice, if they weren't power hungry, if they weren't out for blood, they would not have died. They'd still be alive. Like, I'm not necessarily saying that Odysseus here is perfect, and he's a saint. He's not. But I'm just saying, look, if they had followed the idea that being a good person and taking maybe a higher road here is a survival trait, it definitely is for their sake, because that would not have happened to them. So, take that what you will. The more I'm watching everything that's happening and just observing human nature, we are flawed people. We get angry. We go for vengeance, and you might survive at the end of the day. Yeah, you might come back home after being gone for 20 years. Yeah, it might feel good in the moment to have your vengeance, but in the grand scheme of things, in the big picture things, I don't know if that's necessarily the best way to go about things in the world, just in general. Just in general. So, yeah. Off my soapbox just for right now. So.
Yeah. And one thing that happened, if you remember in the song Survive,
yeah,
the men at the beginning are chanting Polyphemus' name. Like, Polyphemus. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
I do.
Here, if you listen closely, you'll hear
okay.
they're chanting Odysseus.
I see, okay.
So it's
Yeah.
the same as Polyphemus. The same way they chanted Polyphemus' name, they're chanting Odysseus' name, meaning that he's become the monster.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah. No,
And
I get
in
it.
one part, they say he's aiming for the torches, just like Scylla did.
Right. I have noticed that too. He's aiming for the torches. That's the other. I was thinking that and I forgot to mention that. But yeah, I noticed that too, which is pretty cool.
So he's taking ideas from these monsters and he's executing them. So he's become the monster.
Yeah. He's a monster that, I can't help but I kind of was rooting for him, for Odysseus that whole time too. I'm like, this guy's been through a lot. These people are horrible people. They're trying to kill his innocent son. They're trying to rape his wife and force themselves not only on her on the throne. Like, karma's gonna get you, and I guess sometimes karma gets you through someone else. Through someone else's rage and desire for vengeance and what they think is justice, and karma caught up to them. So, part of me felt like, I think Odysseus is going to do the dirty work for karma, because where else is it going to happen? How else is it going to happen? I don't know. Maybe the gods, if the gods really feel like, here's the thing that really trips me up sometimes. The gods seem so interested in meddling and getting in the business of the humans down below. They get so into that, but I feel like at the end of the day we're tools. They're like, hey, look, karma says or justice says this needs to happen. We're not going to do it ourselves. We're just going to have Odysseus do it for us. Let him do all the heavy lifting. Let him get his hands dirty. Our hands will stay clean. While he goes off and kills off all these men because he's our karma deliverer. That's the part where I'm like, get your lazy butts off of your thrones and do it yourself. Don't send someone else to do your dirty work. Poseidon got his hands dirty. At least he was the one who directly killed off all of his men, his own. So in a way I kind of respect Poseidon in that way. But here I'm like, no. Y'all are wrong. gods.
Yeah.
Y'all are wrong. So,
And last thing, here where this man is pleading for his life, he says one specific thing.
okay, I didn't hear him. I know he was pleading and begging, but I didn't
Yeah,
hear what he said.
listen to this.
Mercy or something? Oh, open arms. Open arms. Yeah.
So the moment he says open arms, Odysseus just straight up kills him and says no, meaning that he's left politics philosophy behind.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's we knew that, but it's
Yeah.
cool that they included that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think deep out inside, he still loves Politus deep down inside. And I think he respects him. But I think the unfortunate thing for Odysseus is that he realizes it's not at this point in his life it's not for him. Like Politus' philosophy is I think he likes Politus' philosophy and he wishes that that was something that he could live, but he just can't. He just feels like he can't. So I think that's one of the tragedies of this whole thing. So
Yeah. All right. Let's
Yeah.
move on to the next song. I Can't Help But Wonder by Jimena Natso. Let's go.
Father? Son? All my life I'd have died to meet you. Thought about your name so much it hurts. For 20 years I dreamt of how I'd greet you. Oh, and now you're here. I can't find the words. All my life I'd have died to know you. Days and nights I wish that I could show you. For 20 years I never could outgrow you. Oh, and now you're here. I can't help but wonder what your world must be. If we're like each other, if I have your strength in me. All this time I've wondered if you'd embrace me as your own. 20 years I've wondered, for so long I felt alone. Oh my son, look how much you've grown. Oh my boy, sweetest joy I've known. 20 years ago I held you in my arms, how time has flown. Oh, used to say I'd make the storm clouds cry for you. Used to say I'd capture wind and sky for you. Held you in my arms, prepared to die for you. Oh, how time has flown. I can only wonder what your world has been. Things you've had to suffer, and the strength you hold within. All I've ever wanted was to reunite with my own. 20 years we've wandered, but today you're not alone. My son, I'm finally home. Father, how I've longed to see you. Telemachus, I'm home. Go, tell your mother I'm home. I'll be there in a moment. Of course. Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself. You were never one for hellos.
I can't help but wonder what this world could be if we all held each other with a bit more empathy. I can't help but feel like I led you astray. What if there's a world where we don't have to live this way?
If that world exists, it's far away from here. It's one I'll have to miss, for it's far beyond my years. You might live forever, so you can make it be. But I've got one endeavor. There's a girl I have to see.
Very well.
Father, she's waiting for you. I can't help but...
So,
Oh, 100% love this song. And I mean I as someone, this should come to no surprise. I'm partial to it because I also am a father and I have a son. And so definitely can relate to everything. I catch myself in moments, simple moments where I'm just hugging my son or just cuddling him and snuggling him. He's 5 years old right now. Yesterday he was crying because he at his preschool they had all of the kids plant a seed, and the seed sprouted, and he took it home, and long story short, the sprout did eventually die. It didn't survive. And so he was crying about that, and he was like, this is my first flower ever, and I didn't even get to see what color it was. He was so sad. And I was just trying to comfort him and hugging him and holding him. And I catch myself in these moments thinking about, I need to savor this because this is not going to last forever. Eventually, he's going to get older. And I do believe that he and I will still have a special bond and will love each other, but it's not going to be the same. I'm not going to be able to hold him and like, while he's crying like that, at least not on a normal basis, like while he's 5, then when he's like 30, you know, it's not going to be the same. So I'm just trying to, you know, knowing that Odysseus and Telemachus have lost 20 years of time, which is huge when that includes his childhood, because so much happens between, you know, 5 and 6, 6 and 7, 7 and 8 versus 25 and 26, 26 and 27. There's so many things that happens, like within those times when you're young. I just am for a moment. I'm glad they were able to have this time to just reunite and reconnect. I love all the little details that the animatics includes in here. Like, I think you saw me react to Telemachus kind of fidgeting with his hands. Like, he drops his weapons and he just kind of, you know, it's very kid-like, and I love that. I think it's so cute and adorable. The other little details when he meets Athena again, and Athena like pokes him in the head, and then Athena decides to take off her helmet and reveal her face to him, which I presume might be the first time she's done that. I don't know. That might have been the first time.
It depends on the animatic.
It depends on the animatic.
Yeah, mostly what they reveal is her scar.
Her scar.
Facing Zeus.
Yeah. It's interesting when she sort of admits, hey, look, maybe if there was a little bit more kindness, maybe if there was a little bit mercy, you know, things would have played out differently and maybe for the better if it was like that. And the entire time I was like, Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? Oh, and when she first appears, the other thing is, when Athena first appears before Odysseus, the first thing I was like, say you're sorry. Say you're sorry. Say you were wrong. Go ahead. She kind of did. Like a little bit. She kind of said that she was sorry and she was wrong. But I wanted her to say it explicitly. She needs to say it. Because, in my opinion, that shows strength. That's what strength is. You know, having some humility. But it's okay. I didn't expect that from her. So I was right. She was wrong. The other thing that I thought was really interesting, too, is how they were saying maybe in another world, maybe another universe, you know, it could be like this instead of how things are here. And the whole time I'm like, the world is the way that it is because you gods made it that way. That's why the world is the way it is. You made it that way. I mean, yes, you could also argue humans have free will. They choose to do the things that they do, but not in this mythology. Not in Greek mythology. They definitely get swayed. They definitely get influenced. They definitely get played and used as tools and pushed by the gods, and even told directly. Poseidon tells him directly, this mercy is bad. You know, strength and vengeance is good. This is what you built. So I say to her, and I'm not saying this because I'm putting all the blame to Athena, because she's only like a small part of the problem. But I'm like, yay, you made this bed. The problem is you made this bed and you make the humans lie on it. It's not like you made this bed and made all this mess, but who's gonna have to clean it up and deal with it? Not you all, the humans do. That's the difference here. So that's where I'm like, I'm glad that you're sort of apologizing and you're sort of recognizing some of the stuff that I've been trying to express and validate. But if you really want to take it a little bit further, you and the gods need to get it together. You need to, because right now you ain't got it. Right now the gods ain't got it. This is the world that you have at the moment. Y'all should be the ones to fix it, not the humans. You made this mess. You clean it up. That's just my hot take on it.
Yeah, this song is. I remember when I listened to it the first time. It was just I cried. Because what I did, I only listened to it because the live stream got delayed. Because fun fact, for the last live stream that they did to reveal the soundtrack, they were in Ithaca. Jorge and the team
That's
were
cool.
in Ithaca.
I love that.
And they had bad internet connection, so they couldn't do the live stream.
Oh.
Yeah, but they eventually did a premiere. So I had to listen to the soundtrack first before the live stream with the visuals was revealed. And I remember crying in this part.
Yeah.
So much. And then when the live stream came out, and with the visuals that Jorge paid for, I cried even more.
Yeah. No, I am guessing this is going to be my favorite song out of the whole saga. Is my guess. Which, I mean, not that you notice me falling in love with any of the other songs. So, yeah, it's probably going to be a given. But yeah, no, definitely love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
All right, let's move on to... Let's move on to Would You Fall in Love with Me Again by Sophie.
Okay.
Let's go.
Is it you Have my prayers been answered? Is it really you standing there? Or am I dreaming once more? You look different. Your eyes look tired. Your frame is lighter. Your smile torn. Is it really you, my love?
I am not the man you fell in love with. I am not the man you once adored. I am not your kind and gentle husband. And I am not the love you knew before. Would you fall in love with me again if you knew all I've done? The things I cannot change. Would you love me all the same? I know that you've been waiting for love.
What kinds of things did you do?
Left a trail of red on every island. As I traded friends like objects I could use. Hurt more lives than I can count on my hands. But all of that was to bring me back to you. So tell me, would you fall in love with me again if you knew all I've done? The things I can't undo. I am not the man you knew. I know that you've been waiting.
If that's true, could you do me a favor? Just a moment of labor that would bring me some peace. See that wedding bed, could you carry it over? Lift it high on your shoulders and take it far away from here.
How could you say this? I had built that wedding bed with my blood and sweat. Carved it into the olive tree where we first met. A symbol of our love everlasting. Do you realize what you have asked me? The only way to move it is to cut it from its roots.
Only my husband knew that, so I guess that makes him you.
Penelope.
I will fall in love with you over and over again. I don't care how or when, no matter how long it's been your mind. Don't tell me you're not the same person. You're always my husband and I've been waiting,
Penelope.
How long has it been?
20 years.
so.
So cool. I love this a lot. Um, First off, the animatics. I love the way this is executed in the animatics because it's so smooth. Um, it seems like there's a lot more cells. I think screens in between the animations, so it just
Frames. Right.
frames. There's more frames. That's right. There's more frames, which I really like a lot. It sort of has this Disney feel to it a little bit when you see how the faces are animated. Even that little bit at the end where Athena as the owl is like watching them, and it turns over, and I presume that's Zeus that
Yeah.
was up in the skies crying. It's got that, that's something that would happen if the Odyssey was made into a Disney film. Um, and yeah, no, that was really cool. I really have a lot of respect, and I'm proud. I was really proud of Odysseus in this scene too, because I love how he is not throwing himself at Persephone. He's not making any
Penelope.
assumptions. Or Persephone. Penelope, thank you. He's not throwing himself at Penelope. He is not making any assumptions or presumptions. He's asking for permission. He's asking for her consent. He's saying, hey, look, he is self-aware of what he's done. He is self-aware that he is the monster. He's not denying it. He's not hiding it from her. He's being very open, very honest, very vulnerable. I love that. I love that he doesn't even like go run up to hug her or touch her because he doesn't know if he's still worthy of her love. And I love that. Like, I think that that's probably the best, for me, the proudest and best moment that I have for him, which, and I'm not super surprised because he's been so devoted and loyal to her this whole time. There's been so many opportunities for him to stray, and and he just kept, his goals of returning back to her in mind, and even when he did finally achieve his goal after 20 years, he wanted to make sure that she was okay with taking him back and falling in love with him again. So that's what I love about this song and this storyline. And then she tested him, I guess. Like, she asked him to do this, and he got very, very upset, understandably so. And it was really just to prove that he actually was who he says he was. And then she accepted him. She took him back, and she says, I'll fall in love with you, over and over and over again. And this again is why I think that in so many ways the humans are superior to the mythological gods, because unlike Athena, the moment that Odysseus does something that goes against her ideals, the moment he does things that she doesn't particularly like, and isn't, listening to her or whatever it is, obeying her, she checks out. She's like, you know what? Bye. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. Here, Penelope knows the things that he's done, and she loves him anyway. She still loves him anyway. And that's why, that in of itself shows why the love of humans far surpasses whatever connection the gods have to the humans. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And, it makes me think, too, as a father, about my kids. I'm always going to love my children. Like, you always pray and hope that they will grow up to be decent human beings that contribute positively to society, right? They leave the world better than they find them. God forbid something happens to them and one or both of them turns into monsters. God forbid that maybe they turn into monsters. And I wouldn't condone those actions if that truly is what happens. I'm, again, knock on wood. Hopefully that's not going to be the case. And as a parent, I'm going to, obviously, it's part of the responsibility of how my kids turn out and make choices in the world is going to be based on me, of course. But um, no matter what they do, even if they do terrible things and they become monsters, I'll always love them. I always love them. I might not condone what they do again, but it doesn't change how much I love them, and I think that's a really key thing in this particular song. I also like, going back to the animatics, I also love the flashes between current Odysseus and child Odysseus, and you can see the difference in their facial expressions. Like, he's got this younger innocence to him, this softer, kinder innocence versus the ruggedness that he has right now. And it's really neat just to have those little flashes and sort of remind us of who he used to be. And I think also for me, what that's saying is that a part of the old him is still in there somewhere. There's flashes of him in there somewhere. It's not completely gone. It's not completely lost. Because I think that Penelope recognizes that piece of him is still there, and that's what helps her continue to fall in love with him. So, yeah. Love it. It's a cool song.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but at the end there, I was legit crying.
Yeah.
Like, some tears fell.
Yeah.
Because watching this with you feels like I'm watching it over again, and I'm falling with the musical all over again. Because it truly feels like I'm watching it for the first time again, but because I'm with you right here.
Yeah.
So I got very emotional right there.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I agree.
So with this song, we reach the end of the Ithaca saga, the end of Act 2, and the end of Epic the Musical as a whole.
Good.
So what you think about it?
I obviously am surprised, because I didn't remember the ending of this. I'm surprised that he's kind of got his happy ending. He kind of got, I think, what he deserved at the end. He got to be with his wife. He got to be with his son. Things seem to be seem to be good for him, and I hope the gods leave him alone at this point. Leave this man alone at this point. The fates leave him alone. So I will concede, I will admit that he followed the path that the gods told him to follow, and he got rewarded for it, quote unquote. But even though that is the case, I still believe that this was not the only path to a happy ending. I do believe that there is another path that would have led to the same amount of happiness, if not more, that could have led to less bloodshed, less vengeance, a path that where the gods themselves could have influenced things better towards more mercy, more love, more higher ground morale, more decency, and he could have still ended up with this result and probably maybe have had less people die, probably have had happier endings for more people, and probably would have had less bloodshed. I think that that does exist somewhere. So while I do agree, I will admit that, hey, look, he still got his happy ending at the end. I do believe that it could have been better in the long run. So it does. I don't think that invalidates what I've been saying this whole time about how it doesn't have to be this way. The world in Greek mythology, the way that the gods claim it should be, it doesn't really have to be that way, and it could be even better if they just realize that it's they need to reevaluate like the ideals and what they're doing to these humans and what the consequences are, not only to the humans but to the world itself and to just the bigger picture of things, and to just be better. I think just be better than that. So yeah, but I'm happy for Odysseus and Penelope and Telemachus, and hope that when he does finally go into the underworld, that he will find peace and rejoin with his mom and Politis and all that good stuff, because I think he deserves it at the end of the day. He's got a lot of baggage, and he has made a lot of mistakes, but they're not entirely his fault, and he did the best that he could, and I think that's all you can ask for, really. I'm not gonna punish him for all of eternity because of that, because I don't think there's justice. I don't think there's justice in that. So.
Yeah. So, what was your favorite song of this saga?
For sure, the one with him and Telemachus. For sure. The second one being "Would You Fall in Love with Me Again?"
Yeah.
That'd be my second. I think what I would have loved more from both of those songs is I would have loved more harmonizing duets between him and Telemachus and him and Penelope. I know that they did sing during those songs, but it wasn't to the same degree with Odysseus and Athena, for example, at their song, when they were singing and their voices were harmonizing and blending together. I would have loved to have gotten that more from the last two songs with his singing partners, but it was still, those were still very lovely songs.
Yeah.
So
as you already know, my favorite song of this saga is "Hold 'Em Down."
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine.
So, what was your favorite song of this whole entire musical?
Still, Wouldn't You Like? It's still Wouldn't You
Wouldn't
Like?
You Like?
Yeah, I still love that song. I want to maybe sing that song for my YouTube channel if I was going to, because that's the one that I think would be just the most fun to sing. Speaking of singing, this week, my spouse, my husband, he has poetry club at his school. He's the teacher that leads poetry club, and so they do every year. They do an open mic thing at this restaurant, where his students go up and they perform not just poetry but also singing. Some of them are doing songs, and he always asks me, for whatever reason, to sing a song at the open mic. And 2 years ago, I did a song from The Greatest Showman, Hugh Jackman song. I forgot the name of it. Oh, we did From Now On. Oh, I did From Now On from The Greatest Showman. The following year, I also did another song from The Greatest Showman, the one where Zac Efron is singing with Hugh Jackman, To the Other Side. Last year, because it was relevant, I sang I'm Just Ken from the Barbie movie. And I also sang Peaches, Peaches, Peaches from the Super Mario movie. I sang both of those songs.
Nice.
This year, because it's relevant, I'm going to sing Defying Gravity from Wicked. So I think that's going to be super fun. So I don't know, maybe next year I'll sing Wouldn't You Like from this. And if I record it, I'll probably post it on my YouTube channel. So, yeah.
So before we end, I wanted to thank you very much for this 11 years of friendship.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. It's hard to believe it's been 11 years.
Yes.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I wanted to say that you're such an important part of my life before we became friends, because your videos gave me reason almost to keep going. Like, every day after school, I would just go home and be so excited to watch your new videos, specifically the Walking Dead videos.
Yeah.
And you've been such an important part, and getting to share this important thing for me with you, it's been very special indeed.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you so much, Alexandra. I appreciate that a lot. I do get people telling me similar things, like in the comment section, about how much they enjoy my videos, because I just I made videos because they were just fun. I was doing it for fun. I don't monetize. Even to this day, I've been doing this for more than 11 years. I don't monetize any of my videos. I don't do it for, to pay the bills. I do it because I enjoy it. And it's just really cool hearing that, even though that wasn't my main reason for doing it, it's cool to know that people like yourself appreciate it and enjoying it to that extent for whatever reason, whether it's escape for them or whether it's something that just gives them something to look forward to, especially when there's so many other YouTubers out there that you could be getting the same thing from. It's very humbling to hear that my content is having that effect on people, and I'm glad that you were very brave in reaching out, because I think the whole reason why we started becoming friends and hanging out was because I think you actually reached out and asked if you could participate in a Walking Dead video, and I'm like, sure, why not? Like, sure, that's cool. And you were so nervous. Do you remember like when the camera started rolling and you were like covering your face
with a pillow?
Even though you had such an adorable costume, because you were dressed as one of the characters from the Walking as Sarah, and you were so adorable, but you still kept covering your face. And I'm like, don't cover your face. You look so cool. You look so cool in that costume.
And my accent was so thick back then.
I didn't notice. I don't know.
I watched the video and my accent was so thick.
Okay, well, I get it. Like, when I first started doing YouTubing, like, I had a lot of problems, issues with the sound of my voice, and my voice is still the same, as in my accent. My accent hasn't changed since then. So, and I've gotten used to it, listening to the sound of my voice, because I definitely did not like hearing it. So, but no, it's super cool. I'm glad that we've done so many other projects since then, and I'm so very happy that you've exposed me to so many different things, even though you and I don't always agree in everything, even though we don't always like the same things. I did like I said, I did play Sally Face for you, had a unique experience with that, and there were parts of it that I liked, there were parts of it that I didn't like, and I appreciate that you respected my opinions, just like I respect, your opinions of what your phone tone is. Like, I respect you. I respect that. But no, thank you for saying that. That means a lot, and I hope you also know how much I also appreciate your friendship to me as well. So, yay! Lots of love. Cool. Anything you wanted to ask me now that we're ending the final saga of Epic the Musical? Anything you want to ask?
Not really. I think this has been a great experience sharing this with you, and I'm really glad that you liked it.
I do. Yeah, it's such a great project. Again, I have so many props for not just Jorge, but just everyone that was involved, whether they sang, whether they animated, even the ones that we didn't watch together. I know so many other people are big fans of this. I would personally love to see this turn into a stage show. I would love to see that, or at minimum, maybe a full animated movie. Like, that would be great too. I don't care. I think that it's a great piece of art, and a lot of talent and a lot of gifted people have their hands on this thing, and would love to see it evolve from here, because I don't think I would be satisfied just with where it is at this stage. I'd like to see more. I want to see more. So, but yeah, no, thank you for introducing this to me. This definitely was right up my alley. And yeah, it'd be really cool if anyone who's involved in this project, even Jorge himself, if they want to be interviewed, I would love to interview him. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but just saying, if anyone knows him, I'd love to have a chance to just get into his head and ask him a lot of questions about this, and that would be a really cool thing. So yeah.
All right.
Cool. Well, for those of you who've been watching, thank you so much, especially if the only reason you visit my channel or even subscribe to my channel was just these videos, because I know that most of my videos are not about Epic the Musical. It's about Let's Playing video games or tabletop campaigns. So I appreciate you visiting my channel if this is the sole reason why. Thank you. No pressure to continue watching any of my other videos if you're not interested, but thank you for at least sharing this experience with me and with Alexandra. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do something like this again that maybe those of you who are watching are interested in. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to Alexandra. And until next time, love yourselves.
And love each other.
Bye-bye. Mwah. Bye-bye.